What's going on, everybody? Just wanted to do this real quick. I don't even. I think it's almost like 1:30, 2 o'clock. So I'm officially off the clock. I just got back from PHL. So I know there's this flyer going around about um, the renovations of the Union Hall that I took. What was it? $119,000 the members' money, and I didn't do it the right way. And ever since this morning, I began phone calls, text messages. As soon as I stepped in Oregon Avenue this morning, people were highly upset about what they read and frustrated in the individuals who still try to find a way to try to undermine everything we've been building here over the last 2.5 years. Um, I'm trying to find the right words to say without bashing anybody or talking down about members because I know 623 has a history of drama and creating this type of clownish atmosphere when elections are going on in the local, and I refuse to be a part of it. I explained to some members tonight about what happened during the renovation process. The building needed a lot of work, and again, I'm not going to bash the previous administration, but we had to do some work to the building. Pipes had to be fixed down in the basement because they had bust on some documentation that we needed. The hot water heater had bust. The roof that goes up when you go upstairs to the offices, the roof had to be fixed. I mean, there was a lot of stuff, and according to our policy and procedures, anything over $10,000, you have to get membership approval. But since you were having no meetings because of COVID, how do you get that approval? So I reached out to the IBT and I asked the legal department. One of the guys I asked was Gary Whitland. Asked around who Gary Whitland is. Matter of fact, the person who created this flyer, asked him specifically who Gary Whitland is. He knows him. Um, Gary Whitland was a lawyer for the IBT, and I emailed him, and I got the correspondence. This is why I keep that stuff, because I don't want to get jammed up with anything to do with your money. You guys entrusted us to do a job, and we've been doing that job very well. So I reached out to Gary Whitland. I told him, I said, hey, some stuff need to be done, but it's going to cost more than $10,000. How do we go about doing it? And I also called the IBT auditor as well, the one that audited us when we first got in. I called her too, because I wanted to make sure that we were doing the right thing. This is what they told me. They said, Mr. Hooker, this is what you do. You get the estimates, you go over the costs, and you vote on it as an e-board. If your e-board approves it, then when you open back up for membership meetings, you bring it before the membership, explain it to them the process, which we did, and you vote on it. But what's really funny to me, and I thought about this after I read some of the letter, they took the whole thing out of context and make it look like I just did what I want to do with the money, not knowing that I followed the direction of the IBT legal department. That's number one. The second thing is, and this is the part that really messed me up, these individuals were at that September meeting when the membership voted to approve the renovations, and we went over what happened. These individuals was there at that meeting. They did not say one word during the meeting. This was in September of 21. They didn't say one word. Now here we go. It's election time. Now we want to talk about it. They try to make it look like we don't know what we're doing or we did something wrong. And I throw this on top. This is the cherry on top. The IDO was just here. They investigated that very thing that they're trying to put out in flyers. Guess what the IDO said about it? Nothing. You know why? Because we did it the right way. We did it the way the IBT told me I could do it. I got the documentation. I got the emails. This is why I tell people, man, don't get distracted by this stuff. Because another thing that wasn't in the letter is this, because they didn't know. By us getting those renovations, guess what it did to our local? Made the local more profitable. The CPA converted that money that we spent on the renovations to an asset. Now the local is even more valuable. And here's another thing. Not only is it more valuable, more people rent it. You guys see the pictures? You guys been down there. Well, not everybody been down there, but people who've been down there, they see the renovations. They see how the hall looks. Gives you a sense of pride, don't it? I know, but that's not in that flyer. You know what another thing that's not in that flyer? August 1st rally for the contract. August 1st rally for the cameras. August 1st rally for the air conditioning in these trucks and in the buildings. That's not in the flyer. You know why it's not in the flyer? Because they don't care. Nothing has been about the job that we've done or fighting for the contract. Nothing they've done, nothing they said, because they don't care. So again, they tried to take what we did out of context. Again, they proved to be wrong. Please focus on fighting for the members. That's all I'm asking. August 1st, big rally at both buildings, 8 o'clock, be there. We're going to be fighting. We're going to get the news crews out there. They need to know that 623 is ready to fight and win for our members. Remember to vote. 623 Lives Matter. Secretary Treasurer, myself, Richard Hooker Jr., President Clarence Bagby, Vice President Tom Tiny Callan, Recording Secretary Norman Cowley, Trustees Ron Kamak, James Hughes, and James Romeo. That's our team. That's the team who's been doing it. That's the team who's been winning. That's the team who's been fighting. All those grievance payouts, that's the team. The renovations, making our local more valuable, more profitable. That's what we do. But it's not going to be in the flyer. You know why? Because distracted people do what? Distract people. August 1st, be at the rally. We love you. God bless. See you soon.